Smiling good.
Hey, welcome to the fifth quarter. I'm Ben, and this is Jordan, and we're going to be talking a little bit of basketball and a lot of nonsense.
All right, let's get into it. Today's episode, we're going to be focusing on end of year, so all the awards, all rookie teams, all defensive teams, all NBA teams, and then the awards.
The regular awards and some of our own awards.
Few little specials for you all.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, let's go. Rookies.
rookie first team.
Yeah.
I'm doing the old pen and paper. Ben's got the old laptop out there.
I'm into technology.
Yeah, well. Okay.
Yeah.
Who you got first team?
First team. Doncic, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, first.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah,
guard
okay.
spot. I got the same.
Okay.
Tick.
Trae Young.
Trae Young. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's no positions in this one.
No, there's
okay,
not.
Yeah, good. I've got DeAndre Ayton.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jaren Jackson. I knew you wouldn't have him. I knew you wouldn't.
I couldn't put him in there. We'll discuss in a moment why.
Okay,
and your last one?
And then Colin Sexton.
I also didn't have him
Okay.
in my first team. In my first team.
Give me your first
Okay.
team. Who was I missing?
So the two players that I added
Yeah.
instead of those two boys were Marvin Bagley instead of
Yeah.
Jaren Jackson
Yeah.
and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander instead
Yeah,
of Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
I went the reason why I went Shai over Colin.
Yeah.
He played all 82 games.
Yeah.
He scored the ball and I think he averaged four assists, 4 rebounds or 3 rebounds. He literally just did a bit of everything and was on a Clippers team that is now in the playoffs. So I was like, Colin scored a lot, but Shai's been there on a good team, played every game.
Yeah.
So you got the nod for me. And Marvin Bagley over Jaren Jackson just because purely he played a few more games again and scored a little bit more.
Yeah, Bagley, he was a late cut. He
So
was on there about 5 minutes.
Who's on your
ago.
second team?
Okay. So second team. Well, okay.
My second team?
Do it. Yeah, give me your second team first.
Okay, so I had Colin
'Cause
Sexton.
these are going to be very different. These are going to be very different.
I had Colin Sexton,
Yeah.
which you didn't have, and I had Jaren Jackson. So the two boys that you had in your first
Okay.
team, I had in my second team. To add to that, I had Mitchell Robinson.
Okay, yeah, I got him on mine. Yeah.
His blocks, his defense, second in the league.
Yeah.
Impressive. I had Kevin Herter,
Yeah.
the redhead,
Yeah.
and Mikal Bridges.
Okay.
Bridges for steals and again the nod because he played 82 games.
He was very consistent.
Who'd you have?
Okay, so I just like to comment on them. All of those people I did have on my team at some point, but my second team was about 10 players long.
It was hard. It was very hard.
I'd just like to say, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did not make my second team. Well, I feel bad about that. I thought about him and I'm like, I
He's on my
took him
first
off.
team. Anyway, that's okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Who you have?
I had Bagley.
Yep.
I had Mitchell Robinson.
Yep.
I had Wendell Carter.
He had a very good 42 games.
He did. He probably didn't.
He only
play
played
enough,
40, yeah. But he
Yeah.
played very well in those. I almost had him.
Yeah.
But I gave... Who did I give? I gave Jaren Jackson that nod. But anyway.
I would just say I did not reward consistency in my list. Not at all. I also gave a nod to Alonzo Trier.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah, like he's kind of just that the Knicks. I don't know. They had nothing this year, but they had Robinson, they had Trier. I don't know. They're kind of exciting, but I also put in.
He was better than, just quickly, he was better than Kevin Knox.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I couldn't put Knox in this.
Me
list,
either.
Yeah.
His stats are better than half those. Oh, sorry, his scoring's better than most of those.
Yeah.
But for the minutes, for the consistency, for the shooting percentage,
Low efficiency.
it was disgusting.
And my last one, Landry Shamet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the boy.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
But I just
choosing.
like to point out, I see the flaws in my team. I understand that this is a rush list, and I'm like, let's go something he won't do. Anyway,
Well,
tell me yours. Yeah.
Landry Shamet,
Yeah.
it was either him or the redhead, Kevin Herter.
Yeah.
And I put Herter in because I don't even remember why. They literally have identical stats. Literally identical. I think I went Kevin Herter just because he was on the same team. Shamit got traded, which is rough, and he probably deserves to be in there. But it was those two.
Yeah.
I just felt like no one's talking about Herter. I was like, no, I'll give him the nod. Because most people have Shamit on their second team.
Well, he traded jerseys with D-Wade, so he did something.
No, if you get D-Wade's, it's a proven thing that not everyone gets those jerseys.
Yeah, I know.
Good
Especially if you ask for them.
You do not get them. Okay. Anything else we want to say on?
The first team.
We should look at the first team.
Oh no! So I like, as in the first team was like, I'm happy with the first team. Like, I don't know, because you pretty much the ones you've got. I like your first team. I like the ones you've got in there. I forgot about.
I
Shea,
saw yours. Yeah.
And mine, pretty similar. 3 locks, I think, in Aiden, Doncic, and Young. The other ones,
close.
Yeah.
And if they don't get first team, they'll get second team.
Yeah, that's it.
That being Shea, Marvin Bagley, Jared Jackson, and Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, rookie teams are hard.
They are hard. It was a very good rookie class.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to come back to rookie of the year a little bit later, but as a whole, quite a deep class. Like, because even those guys in the second team, like you said, you had a list of 10. I would have had similar.
Yeah.
Putting up pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, all defensive.
Okay. Oh, it gets even harder now. Okay,
all
defensive. All right.
Also, I just like to point out, I don't know how they vote on this. Sometimes, I looked at the last few years, all defensive teams.
Yeah.
It's a mockery of a sham. I don't know where they're getting this crap from. But anyway, let's have a look.
Okay.
First team. Who you got? Or do you want me to go?
Right. No, you go first team.
Okay, first team. I had, because this one, I also didn't do positions. I kind of did, but I didn't really.
Okay, so I did positions on this one.
I did actually. Let's say I did.
Alright, yeah.
Just having a quick look. I definitely did.
That's close enough.
Close enough.
That's close
Okay, so for my 2 guards on the first team, I had Mike Connolly.
Yep.
And Malcolm Brogdon.
We're going to have very different lists. This is fine. Keep going.
Okay, I had Mike Connolly because a lot of people forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
The Grizzlies were terrible, but he had a very consistent year, and defensively he was always a tough assignment.
He's solid. I like him.
I just think I think he'll get a nod. Maybe not first team, but I put him over. I'll let you know in a moment.
Yeah.
One of my other guys, Brogdon. Brogdon, great defensive player. Bucks are going to miss him. Yeah, he also shoots the ball pretty well, but he was guarding pretty much the toughest guard on any team that they played.
Yeah.
So I put him on. Giannis. So $2. Giannis might win the MVP, but we'll see. But I also think he has a very good claim for all defensive player.
Yeah.
But anyway, Joel Embiid and Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. Okay.
The Eiffel Tower. Who you got?
All right. Don't look. I've got Drew Holiday.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. And Danny Green is my 2 guards.
I like Danny Green.
I think I like him too much, which is why he made it to my first. I don't know why he's on my first list, but he is. I also put in Paul George in my first.
Yeah.
And Al Horford.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Rudy Gobert.
I didn't even think of Rudy Gobert. Look,
Gobert has to be a lock. Gobert, I feel like he's the only 100% lock for the first team.
Yeah. I really have no idea where they're going to go with that, but that's fair. Second team.
Okay. I'll go second team. I've also done Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. I don't know about that. He's tenacious.
Where they get him. That's fair.
Yeah. I put Draymond. I think I regret putting that. But then I've got Kawhi Leonard and I've got Miles Turner.
Kawhi Leonard, Miles Turner.
I thought about it was Miles Turner or Joel Embiid. I went for Miles Turner.
Yeah, Miles Turner had a great year. Yeah. Defensively. Maybe not offensively, but we're looking at the defensive team. Well, talking about Draymond, if you have a look on my piece of paper here, I scribbled his name off.
Yeah, okay.
But I went Chris Paul, and I put Mike Conley in the first team because he played all 82. Chris Paul played, I think, 63 games for the season, so he missed a lot of games. Paul George, Joe Ingles, the Aussie. I put Joe Ingles on there because he guards the point guard. He might guard the center. He switches. He's looked at every time when it's Utah. It's obviously Gobert, but I think everyone can look over.
Yeah.
And Ricky Rubio, but he wasn't on the list.
Oh,
Klay Thompson.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I put him over Draymond Green just
Yeah.
because I think he's a more impactful player. And Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi gets on there, but I
almost put him on my list.
And
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo
Almost
Ball.
Lonzo.
Honourable mention, Lonzo Ball. If he played the full season, first team.
Lakers in the playoffs.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
The boy next year is going to have a breakout year. He's my most improved for next year. That's a side prediction.
If he's healthy.
If he's healthy. But he's
Yeah.
going to be signed with Nike or Adidas, so it won't matter.
He's also going to be playing with his two brothers, so that'll be fine.
It's going to be delicious. Okay, move on.
Yeah. To the
big
ones.
ones.
These ones are easier, I think.
Do you reckon? Okay, so the all
Okay, no.
NBA teams.
No, they're not easy. The third team is very hard, but
Are we going to start with the first team? I think that's what we should. First, second, third.
yeah, we'll do that. Yeah,
You're going to start?
I'll start it. Okay.
I'm very interested to see where we line
It's
up.
going to be going guard, forward, centre.
I'm also
okay.
Crane the
Okay,
wall.
yeah.
Go.
Don't look. Harden.
As your guard?
Yep.
Yep.
Curry.
Wrong. But continue.
Oh.
Continue.
I know you did this. Okay. Giannis.
Yes.
Paul George.
No.
Okay. All right. Right, if I see a snake in there, this is what you've done, isn't it? All right.
Continue.
Yeah. All right. And Jokic.
Jokic, yep, 100%.
Okay.
So my two changes,
Yeah.
no Curry. Damian Lillard, my boy, Dame Dollar. I've loved him since Weber State. His name had to come up in the first episode. Right here, on the fifth quarter. Damian Lillard, though, I picked because I honestly think he had a better year than Curry. Curry missed a few games. Damian Lillard played the whole season. Arguably his best season. He set the record for most threes in franchise history for... He has 1 through to 5, but he broke his own record. And I just gave the nod for him because he's my boy and just because I think without him, Portland's nothing. And they got the 3rd seed. Locked in the 3rd seed today.
That is true.
So I went him and then instead of Paul George, I went the snake. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant because consistency. And you have to have a warrior on that team, I feel like.
I do. I got Curry.
Yeah. Curry. Okay, so they're my two changes, but I'll go straight into my second team because I had Steph Curry and Paul George in my second team.
Okay.
So they're my two changes. And then, so my other guard, Russell Westbrook. Same?
Yeah.
Okay. Average triple-double. Say what you like about him, but in the guard position, I think he gets it. Blake Griffin as the other forward.
Okay.
Great season, comeback season. He got the Pistons to the 8th seed.
Yeah.
Playoffs. And Joel Embiid as centre on my second team. Do you have any changes? What does it look like?
Okay, so we've done a bit of a switch. So I've got Dame in my second team.
Okay.
Derek Rose. No.
I was like, surely not already. Anyway.
He's got his own team above the first team. It's just him.
Just him.
I got Westbrook.
Yep.
I got Westbrook.
Sweet.
I had KD in this one.
Yep.
I had Joel Embiid as my centre.
Okay, so all the same so far, but you didn't have Blake.
I didn't have Blake.
Who do you have as the other forward?
Maybe I should change. Not Blake though. I had Kawhi.
Kawhi.
I had Kawhi. Okay, 13. I'm not sold on Kawhi necessarily, but I've got him there.
I got issues with Kawhi, but I'll bring it up because...
Yeah.
Anyway, you go. 13.
Okay.
That's Kawhi's fair enough. He's a great player.
I'm going to start at the bottom for this one. I went Gobert.
At your centre.
My centre.
Yep.
Then, where am I? I've got Blake Griffin.
Yep.
I got LeBron James.
Yep. Of course I got it. I got it. You got to pay respect.
My guards were tough, but I've gone with Kyrie and Kemba.
My goodness.
Did you?
Kyrie Kimber.
Yeah.
That is delicious. We didn't even. Oh man, that's so good. So I went. Kyrie, Kimber.
Yeah.
Kimber, that poor boy, leave the Hornets. Actually, I do like the Hornets, but he's got to go. He had 43 again today in a must-win game, and they lost.
My goodness.
He's a gun. Kyrie, he's a gun. A lot of people are like, hey, the Celtics don't need him, but come playoffs, they're going to rely on him.
They'll want those.
Every single play, yeah. LeBron James, I had the king. He's still the king. He just didn't have a full season.
Yeah.
But there was no one else I wanted to put in the forward position. I looked at Tobias Harris and I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Kawhi, again, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I'm interested to see what he does in this off-season. But my centre position, I had LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, so that was the only difference in our list.
Only difference. That's pretty good.
That's all right.
Considering we literally didn't speak about it until just now.
That's not bad. And so I had Gobert.
Gobert. I went LaMarcus because without him, I don't think the Spurs would have made it. DeRozan is now just a good player. He's not anything special.
Yeah.
LaMarcus does everything he can. He's a perfect pop guy. Has turned into a perfect pop guy.
Yeah.
But Gobert's a good one too.
Send it back to Portland anyway.
I hope so.
Take it back.
Oh, back to Portland. Championship. Straight championship.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good.
I'm happy with those lists.
I think our lists are going to be pretty accurate as well. There might be one or two changes there.
Yeah.
But Damian Lillard, first team. Anyway.
Alright. The real awards.
The main awards.
Alright.
You can't be seeing this. What have you got as the first one?
Well, do we want to start with MVP?
Most improved?
No. Sorry, MVP.
MVP.
Yeah.
Straight off the bat. Okay.
No, you're right. That's stupid. Let's
You
go.
gotta hold that
MIP.
back. MIP. Yeah.
Most improved player. There's two players I had for this, but I'm going to say Pascal Siakam.
Really?
He's not.
Who was your other guy?
D'Angelo Russell.
Russell.
Yeah.
You know what's so interesting? Pascal Siakam. That's who I've got.
That's you got.
100%. I think
He just improved so much.
he went from nothing to their second guy. He's over Lowry. He's more important than Lowry.
And
That might sound crazy.
it's not like he's had a massive jump in time, is it? He was
No, because he was
just,
last year. He was definitely getting pretty much the same time, but I think in the new system, new coach, he's just boomed. He's flourished, and they, no longer having DeRozan there, kind of freed him up a little bit.
Yeah. So I think stat-wise, he's definitely the most improved. The reason why I was kind of also thinking D'Angelo is just the kind of the leader he's turned into. Just the amount of wins that they've been able to get. That is something that, it's just something else, another category really altogether.
I would have put him up there. He was definitely up there.
Yeah.
But most improved, I look at everything, stats, everything. Because D'Angelo was getting pretty good stats. He's just changed, like you said, to a leader that can lead his team to wins.
Yeah.
But, sweet. Okay.
Right. What do you want next?
Six man.
Go for it.
Sweet Lou.
Yeah.
There's no one else. I know you want to bring up one other name.
Derrick Rose. Yeah, but Lou just, it's his award.
It literally, they should rename it.
It was Jamal Crawford's. Now it's Sweet Lou's until...
I don't know if anyone will do what he can do off the bench.
No.
Without him, Clippers aren't in the playoffs.
Not at all.
He took over. He's easily the sixth man. Defensive player or coach of the year?
Go coach.
Coach of the year?
Coach Bud.
Yeah. I got the same.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bucks, they're number one seed.
Yeah.
A few years ago, Jason Kidd was getting players to run into his chest.
On cups of...
My goodness, it was a shame. But, a couple of years in the team, he turned Malcolm Brogdon into one of the most effective players.
Yeah.
And everyone forgot about him, really. And what he's done with that team, he deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Defensive player.
Defensive player?
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
There's no one else more consistent. And if he's not on the field, not on the court, they just go to the rack. When he's out there, guys alter their shots. It changes the whole complexity of the game.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Easy. I think we're up to it.
no. Rookie of the year.
Oh, Rookie of the Year.
Don't even. Are you good?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good.
I'm going to choose the logical choice here and go Luka Doncic.
That's right. Since day one, he was always.
And that's the thing. I think he started better, more consistent. Trae Young is obviously the guy we're talking about that could steal some votes off him.
Yeah.
I like to give a good shout out to DeAndre Ayton. I think people completely forgot about him. He was on a trash team, but he shot like 60% from the floor for the year, just under 16 and 10. But Luka, he's supreme.
Yeah.
What did I put? I put a little note here. What did I put? He's patient. He looks like he's been in the league for a few years.
Yeah.
He's going to lead the Mavs next year back to the playoffs, I reckon.
Like they should be there.
They'll be borderline. West is tough, especially that lower pack, but I think they'll be there.
Yeah.
There will be a big reason for it.
Yeah. Well, next. Oh, we won't get into what's happening next year.
Yeah. We'll worry about that in later episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. MVP. Giannis. It had to be.
Stuff you, Harden.
Okay. Harden had a great role of scoring and blah blah blah. Brought Houston back from the dead. Blah blah blah. But MVP, most valuable player, on the best team in the league. Without him, nothing. He's putting up better numbers than Shaq did at the same age. Like quite a bit better stats as well.
Yeah. Well, you take Giannis out, the Bucks are pretty average.
They're bad.
But you take Harden out, Chris Paul will do it for you. Not quite the same, but he can get it done.
And they're just going to keep shooting threes anyway. So, I hope Giannis wins easily as well. I hope it's not close.
Yeah, I think Giannis will win with at least like 60-70% of the votes.
Yeah, I'm worried. The only thing I'm worried about, and I feel like the last few years, MVP has moved from most valuable player and actually looking at if we take him off that team, what is that team like, to the storyline. And it kills me. Like triple-double a few years ago with Russ.
And that's why Harden missed out so often, because he wasn't the story. But now he is the story.
He's creating his own story. And
but don't worry, Giannis will get
it.
Because
we've got to have faith in the
he's
voters.
becoming the face of the league. Giannis has now become the face of the league. And sort of along.
Did you see when he signed that girl's jersey recently in a video? He signed this
girl. When I hugged her and she had like the pictures. It was beautiful.
It was a.
So Giannis is the man, and he's the MVP.
Done. Now, a bit of fun. Each year we'll do a couple of our own awards.
Yes.
I came up with one. You came up with a couple.
Yeah.
We messaged each other what the title of the award is, and we had to guess what.
Some of them are easier than others. Yeah. But...
So, do you want to do?
I'll do the easy one. The easy one first.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Before we do that, we've got the comeback of the year.
A comeback kid.
The comeback kid.
Comeback kid.
I guess that kind of counts as this kind of category.
Yeah. This is our comeback kid.
The comeback kid. Yeah.
I'll go first because I know where you're going with this.
If you've been paying any attention, you'll know where I'm going with this too.
Please.
Go.
Okay, so I went Blake Griffin. A few reasons.
I like that. Yeah.
He played 75 games this season, the most he's played since 2013 and 14.
Really?
So the most in 6 years. He has averaged 24.5 points a game, highest in about 5 seasons. He's made 2.5 threes on 36% shooting off threes. Pretty good.
Yeah. Third
most step back threes in the league, behind
I did hear that
James Harden and Luka.
Yeah.
Wild. And then just goodies, like he gives you almost 8 rebounds, almost 6 assists.
Yeah.
He has a comeback season. Everyone was like, hey, can he stay on the floor for Detroit? Can he be that superstar? For the most part.
Some people said it's the best version of Blake Griffin they've seen.
Yeah.
Some people.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have the highlight dunks anymore, but now he's shooting threes, he's smarter, he's staying on the floor.
He can pass too.
So that's my comeback kid.
Yeah.
The rest is yours.
D-Rose, baby! It's all about D-Rose in this for me. The guy was like basically out of the league.
He was done.
He got cut from Cleveland last.
Yep.
And then he's just back. He is absolutely balling. His body's feeling great. even though he has spent the last couple of weeks out because of injury.
But I think that was because their season was done.
At the end, just rest him. And word on the street is he's open to going back to Chicago Bulls. I am also open for that.
I think the league would be open for that. The only problem being Chris Dunn. But
yes.
Anyway.
But also, they're not in the right place for it now. He's playing so well, he should be on a team that he can help.
He should be on a contender.
He really should.
Because his numbers this year off the bench, like we mentioned earlier, sixth man of the year, without Lou there, probably his.
Yeah.
He was 51. 51 or 50 was it?
It's 50.
50. Crazy. And so many times down the stretch when they were in clutch situations, they went to him.
Yeah.
Over Cat, over Wiggins, over whoever else they had on that team that disappointed no end. But Derrick Rose didn't.
Yeah, he's a closer. He's a closer now.
He really was.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to see.
Oh, I loved it.
What a beautiful comeback kid.
Alright, next one.
Alright, I'll go with mine.
Okay.
So I entitled my award That Stat Line Though. I don't know what you read into it, but it's fairly obvious. It's just one flat stat line that someone put up throughout the season. I chose another one of my boys who, it makes me sad to say his name out loud because he broke his leg bad. Yusuf Nurkic, 1st of January, first game of the new year, he put up 24 points. You're like, average. 23 rebounds, better. 7 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 steals.
That's pretty good.
5 by 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 by 5.
In a 2020 game.
In a 2020 game as well. In a game that the Blazers only won by 5 points against the Nuggets. No, the Kings. But important win. Without him, not going to win. To get a 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 by 5.
Yeah.
As a centre, to put up a 2020 in that. That's incredible numbers.
That is an impressive stat line.
And I didn't want to go down the Harden line.
Oh yeah,
It was hard not to, but
I was never going down the Harden line.
So that was mine for that, and it's a beautiful stat. What was yours? Or what did you guess what it was about?
Yeah, I read into it was a whole stat line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could have done like the Russell Westbrook 2020
yeah,
which is very impressive.
Crazy.
But I didn't do that. I decided to read into it another way, and I went for that stat line as in that particular stat. That one number, and that one number for me, I chose it like that because I wanted to say this guy's name once more. I'm going Derrick Rose with 50 points with a win in overtime against who even cares because it was a 50-point game. I don't even remember, but that's what I chose. I ran out of time, so I didn't actually...
Well, look, I will say that it was massive. No one saw it coming. It came out of nowhere. In overtime, they got the win. Like, if they got the loss...
Tears were flowing. It meant
so much to him.
It meant more to him than anyone
else. It was probably one of the most emotional moments in like, this year's...
Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it.
I give it to you. That's fair.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, what were your couple?
Okay. I had... This one's not too hard to interpret because we've talked about this before. The glue guy. And how do you interpret that? I appreciate it.
I just went with like the guy that holds the team together. He might not be the superstar, but he holds the team together.
Yeah. Doing
whatever.
Who'd you go?
I went Steven Adams for OKC.
I like that. That's pretty good.
I think he brings identity to that team. Muscle, hard work.
Yeah. And
he's a centre that jump on the ground if he has to. He sets hard screens. He's into, if there's a fight, he's there.
Yeah.
He looks after his boys, and he brings an intensity and identity to that team.
Yeah.
So I went Steven Adams, and he's a good player.
Yeah.
Who'd you go?
I went for Danny Green.
I knew you were going to choose Danny Green. Yeah, I did. I was like, but because he's a classic glue guy.
He's a classic glue guy.
So why did you go with him? Besides the fact that...
Well, it's just... He's an unbelievable defender. And he does what you need in the league these days. You need 3-pointers and you need defense, and he does both of those. And he'll do that extra pass just to move it around as well. He does.
He is the meaning of 3 and D player.
Yeah.
He is, I think he finished the season second on percentage for threes at like 46%.
So good.
It's so good. He
Yeah.
only averaged 10 points, but every three he touches, it goes in.
Yeah.
And like down the stretch, he doesn't miss anything.
Mm.
And it's not that he's out there for 40 minutes a game, 36 minutes a game because
Getting
he
steals and blocks.
he does everything else.
He's actually had a comeback year, considering
Yeah.
he had a groin
Yeah.
injury that kept him out like last year. Man, he should have been my comeback kid.
There's no way you weren't going direct.
Yeah, I don't even know what to talk about. All right. There's one. Was there one more?
One more. Last one.
Wait, what was it?
Christopher Columbus.
Oh, the Christopher Columbus
Award.
This was.
I
No,
had-
what did you interpret?
Okay, I was like, what the frig is this
I
mean?
forgot who I did.
I guessed that it was like you're going into new
Oh, yeah.
territory. You're doing a first. So like Christopher Columbus was an explorer.
Yeah.
And went where no man went. So I went down that line.
Okay.
Was that kind of
No. It was going to a new area. It's just someone who got traded and had an impact where they went. Now that impact could have been positive or negative. It didn't matter, but like the other name for it was the James Cook. Okay, we're Australian.
Mhm.
That's probably more relevant for us. So when James landed on Australia, he created a little bit of a ruckus really with the locals, and there was an impact there that was made. Now, I'm not necessarily saying the impact is going to be good or bad for this award. You can interpret it how you want. I've gone for someone who they had a change of scenery, and their game I feel like just changed completely. For them, it has been a good change. But whatever, would you go?
Well, I didn't go down the trade line. I went, he's gone into new areas, broken, and I went, and this only happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford, 51 points.
Yes.
So he's now officially the oldest guy to score 50. He went past MJ, past the GOAT,
The GOAT.
the GOAT,
The GOAT.
and becoming the oldest guy to score 50, and he showed that he can still play basketball. Yes, he's on a terrible Phoenix team, but he shot efficiently as well. And just a nice little call out for Jamal Crawford, going when no man's gone. An old boy shooting 50.
No, that's a good one, and that's a good interpretation. It's a better interpretation than what I went for.
It doesn't matter. I like where you're going with this.
Okay, so mine actually is staying in Phoenix.
Oh,
Who do you think
they got traded to Phoenix.
got traded to Phoenix?
Oh, Kelly Oubre.
Kelly Oubre Jr.
I like that kid.
That kid's a gun, and he was all right. He was pretty good in Washington, but when he came to Phoenix, my goodness, he turned exploded.
He did. He really did. Washington didn't use him to the potential.
They did.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What he did and is going to do for Phoenix. I think.
I think Phoenix has got their good pieces in it, and they've got a good piece in Booker. I'm still not sure about that, but Oubre brings other stuff more than just scoring, and I don't know.
He could
he's got something
be
else.
a potential glue guy. Like he gets 14 points, he gets 6 rebounds, he gets a couple assists, he gets a steal. Like he's high impactful. Like he gets a mad jam, and the crowd goes wild. He's pumped up. I like him.
He's got
I like
swag
him a lot.
as well.
He does have a lot of swag.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Have we got anything else on our list?
no. Well, I'm done. I think we're done. Our very first episode here, 5th quarter. The awards for 2019 and 2018, 2019.
Excellent.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. Anything else you want to say?
No, not really. We've got to come up with a good sign-off line, but we don't have one right now, so we'll just catch you next episode.
See you.